Hey there, folks. I'm Eric Osberg, and I am the Rural Rebound Initiative Coordinator for Ottertail County. And we wanted to share some good business news, if you will. Joining me now is Craig Kofod. He is the COO of XL Plastics in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. And Craig, you guys have been part of, uh, I guess, helping with the pandemic situation and developing some masks. And can you talk about how that process began and who you're working with and where we stand right now with that, I guess.
Yeah, we one day last week I was sitting here and Annie Deckert from Greater Fergus Falls had called. Her and I had some relation with some other opportunities, so we had spoken before, but she had called and asked if we had any capabilities of producing any PPE products. Not knowing in the nursing field or hospital field, I said, you got to send me some pictures or a sample, or, can you send me something that I can understand what you're talking about? She sent me pictures, and then it started from there. We just started quickly doing raw, rough prototypes and produced what we have today.
And what is the purpose of the item that you produced exactly? What does it do?
My understanding is it keeps if somebody coughs, sneezes, it keeps the liquid side of the affected or possibly affected person to not get into the nurses or doctors' eyes, mouth, that type of thing.
And so what was the mindset with between you and your team when you guys, were just deciding whether you should do this or not? What made you want to step up and try something new?
Well, it's kind of funny because there was three of us that kind of talked about it. I was coming to work one day listening to the radio and really understanding that we could possibly come to a shutdown. And I just kind of thought, I wish there was a way that we could help. I just was thinking that in my head. I got a 20-minute drive. And we have a machining meeting every morning at 9:30, and the same thing was brought up by my production supervisor. What can we do to help? First of all, it was helping. How do we help? If we get shut down, that's one thing. But we wanted to be able to help our community, then our employees. At the same token. So yeah, he just, if we could do some kind of shield or that kind of mask, and then all of a sudden our meeting was over, and I sat down and I got the call from Annie. So it was kind of a fluke thing that she called right after our meeting, and I said, "Well, funny you should say we're talking about something like that." So we kind of went from there.
And these masks are being provided to whom?
We provided 4,000 to Lake Region Healthcare in town. Uh, Joe, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but I've been working directly with him. We prototyped a lot of different ones. We came up with a design, and then he's been sharing it with some of his workers or peers that he works with outside of Lake Region, and it's just been kind of progressing from there. And we've been getting a lot of calls, and we're just trying to take orders as we can. Supply the foam, some of that stuff is hard to get to because everybody's buying it, but we're just trying to take the quantities as we get them. And we'll just keep on helping as long as we can.
And you and I were talking before we started recording this that there might be some other areas that XL is exploring or looking into? And you don't need to get into specifics, but it might go beyond this. Is that accurate?
Yeah, some of our other vendors that we have worked with in the POP industry, our point of purchase displays, um, are asking us to build sneeze guards for their checkout lanes, that sort of thing, so that they're keeping their employees safe from anybody sneezing or coughing, and that transition of that way. So yeah, it's actually progressing into our retail vendors now as well.
And what it is, if you were to explain what it is that you guys do on a normal day or pre-COVID-19, what is your main bread and butter there at Excel?
It is point of purchase displays. We're very custom. We start from, we have 3 locations, one here in Fergus Falls, one in Minneapolis, and 2 in Minneapolis, I should say. One is production down there. One is our prototyping and design and estimation, and then we do a lot of the production up here. But our main design is our main focus is getting with these customers, retail vendors, cosmetics, the big box stores, and we'll design their display from the ground up to eventually feed all their stores.
All right. Well, thanks for taking time to chat with us, and thanks for stepping up to help the community. And if anybody wants to not necessarily place an order or anything like that, but just learn more about your company, do you have a website that they can go and visit?
Yes, we're currently going through a little bit of a marketing change. So our name is XL Plastics. We are changing it to XL In Store, just because we're not just a plastics company. We'll make a lot of metal, woods, that type of thing. So we're going through a change, but our website is www.xlinstore.com.
All right. Well, thanks again for taking the time.
Yeah, and I just want to say that without our employees, that's our big backbone of us being able to do this. Our commitment to everybody else was, we'll try to commit to you guys, our employees. If you guys commit to everybody else and yourself and to us to try to listen to the CDCs, stay 6 feet apart, do all that kind of thing, so you can come in here and work, and we can give back to the community. So we tried to. I just want to address that hopefully people are doing the same. We're trying to stay open. Everybody's trying to do their thing to help out, but we got to do it in the right way as well. So that's our goal here, is to help the community, help ourselves, and go from there.
All right. Well, thanks again for stepping up, and thanks for taking time to chat. And maybe when this is all over, you and I can maybe go do a little fishing or something.
I would like that very much.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Eric.